George Pickens' name is shaking up the NFL, and this time it's a giant from the NFC looking to make a move. Rumors keep gaining momentum, and now red-hot reports are emerging that the Green Bay Packers are seriously interested in acquiring the Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver. All of this is happening just days before the NFL draft, which could point to a last-minute deal that might change the course of both franchises. Are the Steelers really willing to part ways with one of their top talents? I'll break it all down for you in this video. Before diving into the potential George Pickens trade, let's talk about a recent Steelers move that raised a lot of eyebrows. Pittsburgh shocked everyone by signing DK Metcalf, recently acquired from the Seattle Seahawks, to a massive 4-year, $132 million contract. This decision has reignited speculation about the future of the team's other receivers, especially Pickens. After all, spending that much on two top receivers isn't typical for the Steelers' management style. And that's exactly what could open the door for a trade no one saw coming. According to Fox Sports journalist Jordan Schultz, not only have the Steelers received calls about Pickens, but they've also actively reached out to other teams, fueling the idea that he could indeed be on the market. One of the most interested teams? The Green Bay Packers. An anonymous AFC general manager stated the Packers are serious about this negotiation and that they're not the only ones eyeing number 14. Green Bay's plan is clear. Give Jordan Love a true number 1 receiver. With names like Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs already on the roster, Pickens could be the missing piece to take this offense to the next level. And now I want to hear from you, fans. Do you think the Steelers should even consider trading George Pickens right now? With DK Metcalf locked in on a huge contract, does it make sense to free up space and cap room to strengthen other areas? Or would it be a big mistake to give up on a young receiver who's already proven his worth on the field? And from the Packers side, do you think Pickens is the ideal WR1 to lead the air attack with Jordan Love? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Which team would come out on top in this deal? With all these rumors flying, it's clear that something big might be brewing behind the scenes in the NFL. And if the Steelers are really open to moving George Pickens, you can bet it won't just be the Packers in the race. What's coming next could completely shift the draft landscape and team strategies across the league. And now, let's get to the breaking news that could shake up the immediate future of Pittsburgh and other conference contenders. A bombshell report just hit the NFL radar. The Green Bay Packers have jumped headfirst into the race for George Pickens, and they're not alone. Reports say the Steelers' front office is actively discussing a potential trade with multiple teams, and the Packers are among the frontrunners. The offer? A package centered on Day 2 draft picks, meaning this is far from mere speculation. This move reignites talk that Pittsburgh may be preparing for an offensive overhaul, using Pickens' high market value to reshape the roster. If this trade happens, the impact would be massive for both teams. For the Steelers, letting go of Pickens means putting their faith in DK Metcalf and other targets like Calvin Austin III and Pat Freiermuth. It could also mean they're eyeing new talent in the draft or looking to boost other positions, like the offensive line or secondary. For the Packers, landing Pickens could completely transform Jordan Love's offense, giving him a dangerous weapon to challenge defenses. Plus, Green Bay would suddenly have one of the most exciting WR trios in the league: Pickens, Watson, and Reed. So what do you think, fans? Would it be a mistake for the Steelers to consider moving on from George Pickens, even with DK Metcalf on the roster? Or is this the smart move to capitalize on his value and plan for the team's future? And for Packers fans, is Pickens the WR1 Jordan Love desperately needs? Or should they keep developing their young receivers and invest through the draft? Let us know in the comments. We want to hear which side you're on in this potential blockbuster trade. Stay tuned here on the channel, because George Pickens' situation could evolve at any moment, and you'll hear it here first. With the Steelers open to trade talks and the Packers working hard behind the scenes, the NFL market is heating up fast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single update about the Steelers, Packers, and much more. I'll see you in the next video with more breaking news from the world of football. Recently, a rumor has emerged that could change the course of the Pittsburgh Steelers' 2024 season, with a possibility that the franchise may explore signing Keyshawn Boutte, the wide receiver from the New England Patriots. This rumor has sparked a lot of excitement among fans, as it could be a strategic move to significantly improve the team's offensive options. But how would this potential signing impact the future of the Steelers? In this video, We'll take a deep dive into all the details about this potential acquisition and what it could mean for the Pittsburgh team in the upcoming season. Before diving into the possibility of Keyshawn Boutte joining the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's important to understand the current context of the team. The Steelers have been looking for ways to reinforce several key positions, especially in the free agent market and the upcoming draft. With 6 selections in the 2024 draft, Pittsburgh has many options to improve its roster, but there is no doubt that strategic moves in the veteran player market could also be crucial for the franchise's short-term success. Historically, the Steelers have known how to build strong teams through excellent scouting and their decisions in the draft. However, this year might be the right time to make a significant move in the free agent market, taking advantage of an opportunity presented by a player like Keyshawn Boutte, who, despite not being a major standout in his first year, has shown notable potential. Keyshawn Boutte, selected by the New England Patriots in the 6th round of the 2023 draft, has not had an easy start to his professional career. In his rookie season, Boutte's involvement was limited, and his impact on the Patriots was modest. However, during the 2024 season, he started to show his potential, finishing 3rd on the team in receiving yards with a total of 589 and tying for first place in touchdowns with 3. These numbers are quite promising for a young receiver, but despite this progress, his future with the Patriots seems uncertain. It appears that Boutte doesn't fully fit into the long-term plans of the New England team, especially considering the recent addition of Stefon Diggs to the offense. This leaves Boutte with an uncertain role in the Patriots' offense, opening the door for other teams, such as the Pittsburgh Steelers, to take advantage of the situation. The Pittsburgh Steelers have shown interest in strengthening their receiving core, especially with the uncertainty surrounding George Pickens' contract situation, which expires in 2025. Pickens has been a key piece for the Steelers, but the team may see Boutte as a strategic option to strengthen the receiver position and prepare for the future. If the Steelers manage to acquire Boutte, they would not only be adding a young, experienced receiver but also increasing competition at a position that, although talented, could benefit from more depth. Signing Boutte could elevate the Steelers' offense by adding another dynamic piece to their offensive scheme. With a young player who has already proven to be productive in the NFL, the Steelers would have more options on the field, allowing for greater tactical flexibility. Additionally, Boutte could play a key role in developing a connection with their quarterback, Kenny Pickett, who is in his 2nd year and looking to solidify himself as the leader of the offense. The potential trade of Keyshawn Boutte would also have implications for the New England Patriots. As mentioned earlier, the arrival of Stefon Diggs has changed the dynamics within the team. With Diggs as a central figure in the passing game, Boutte could be displaced and no longer fit into the Patriots' long-term plans. If that's the case, a move to another team, like the Steelers, could be the best option for both the player and the Patriots. Such transactions could also prompt the Patriots to reconsider their strategy at the receiver position. The addition of new names, especially players with the potential of Boutte, could force the Patriots to rethink their approach for the future. Therefore, if the Steelers manage to make the signing, they would not only be improving their own team but also sending a clear message about their willingness to compete in the 2024 season. With the 6 draft picks that the Steelers have, there are many options to improve the team, and one of the main debates will be whether the Steelers should focus on adding young talent through the draft or make a bet on a veteran like Boutte. Some fans believe that the draft is the best path to strengthen the team in the long run, as it would allow them to select players who can contribute for several seasons. However, others argue that signing a player with NFL experience, like Boutte, would be a smarter decision at this time, as it would immediately add a piece to the Steelers' offense and could facilitate the transition of key players, such as George Pickens, in the coming years. Additionally, Boutte could provide a level of competition and experience that would help Pittsburgh's offense take a leap in 2024. If the Steelers manage to sign Keyshawn Boutte, there are several possible scenarios. In the best case, Boutte could become a key piece of Pittsburgh's offense, working alongside Pickens, Deontay Johnson, and Pat Freiermuth to create an even more versatile offense. Additionally, his speed and ability to make explosive plays would be a significant asset to the team, especially with a young quarterback like Kenny Pickett, who needs all the options possible to improve his performance. However, there is also the risk that Boutte may not adapt as quickly to the Steelers' system or that his performance may not be as impactful as expected. In that case, the Steelers would have to rely more on their draft selections and the development of their current players. The possibility of the Steelers landing Keyshawn Boutte raises many questions about the team's future. Some believe it would be a great addition, an opportunity to improve the offense and increase competition at the receiver position. Others, however, would prefer Pittsburgh to focus on the draft and strengthen the position with young, promising talent. What do you think? Do you believe Bout would be a great addition for the Steelers, or would you prefer Pittsburgh to focus on strengthening other areas of the team? Leave your comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more exclusive content about the Pittsburgh Steelers and all the key moves that could define their 2024 season. See you in the next video with more updates.